Well, welcome also to our DTT viewers. On to our top story now. The Ad Hoc Committee set to nominate and appoint a new public protector has called on members of the public and organizations to nominate suitable candidates for the appointment. Committee Chairperson Cyril Xaba says applications will also be accepted, and the call for nominations and applications is open until the 7th of this month. Joining us via Zoom, we welcome Committee Chairperson Mr. Cyril Xaba. Mr. Xaba, a good morning to you. Thank you so much for giving us your time this morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much for welcoming me.
I think let's start off with how the committee was constituted and how your work really is going to be structured.
The committee was constituted on the 6th of June this year in a meeting wherein I was elected as the chairperson of the committee. And on Thursday, it was on a Tuesday, on Thursday, that's 2 or 3 days later, the committee then developed its own program. I consider it a roadmap, and the advert that was to be published, inviting the public to nominate a suitable candidate for appointment as a public protector. That process is on. The closing date is the 7th of July, so it's in about 2 days' time.
Yeah.
So we actually encourage people to, there's still time to nominate a person. We've started receiving names. And after that, the committee will then meet to shortlist, conduct a screening process, interview and nominate a suitable candidate for recommendation to Parliament. Once Parliament has adopted it with a 60% supporting vote, the name will then be forwarded to the President for appointment.
All right, so you've already put out the advert and encouraged the public to nominate. Let's talk about the kind of person that we're looking for, right? Who is the kind of person that is suitable for this very difficult job in South Africa?
Well, you are right. It's quite a serious responsibility, because this person carries wide powers and is a watchdog. And he fulfills a constitutional constitutional function. And this person will investigate claims of abuse of power, unfair or rude treatment, unnecessary delays, non-adherence to rules, dishonest and improper handling of money. So you can see the type of a person that we are looking at. That person must exercise her powers without prejudice, must be fair and independent. And in the past, we have been appointing people from the legal fraternity, but it's not necessary that that person must be drawn from, the advocates or attorneys. But he must be a judge or a lawyer or an advocate with an experience of 12 years, must have been in public administration, and so on and so forth. So he must be an honest a person with a proven record, who is who discharges his responsibilities fairly and above board and beyond reproach. That is the type of a person that the committee would actually be looking for.
Unfortunately, though, Mr. Xaba, we do live in a country that is, very political. And one wonders then how we ensure that the next public protector is one that is not swayed by the country's politics. I mean, what does the process then look like in ensuring stringently that our incoming public protector is not swayed by politicians?
Well, look, I can't say that that person operates in that environment. It's a political environment, but the process that selects that person itself must be clinical and must not appear to be party political, because we're looking someone who's the watchdog of the public. We just look at the qualities that this person presents. And then there are ways of dealing with a public protector who does not act in compliance with the Constitution. The Constitution provides for the appointment and the removal of the public protector. Should there be evidence that the public protector is not acting in terms of the oath he or she takes, then it's upon the Parliament to start the process to initiate the process of removing the public protector.
Yeah. You also have the acting public protector, Koleka Galeka. We believe she'll be running for the position as well.
I don't know. I can't comment on that, but she is currently a deputy acting public protector. In the past, I remember that the deputy to the current public protector also availed himself for a nomination. I think this one too is not precluded from availing herself for nomination as a candidate for appointment.
All right, let's talk about timeframes then, Mr. Xaba. You're running against time. The term of the current public protector ends in October. Any certainty that we will have one by a new public protector in October?
Well, yes, there is, because we are expected to report to Parliament by the 31st of August this year, so that Parliament is able to look at the recommendations in time for submitting its decision or recommendation to the President of the Republic of South Africa. So I think we will be able to finalize this process by the 31st of August, because we have set the interviews between the 21st and the 25th of August. I think we still have a bit of time. If you look at when the current public protector was appointed, I think it was around the same time, about 5 years, about 7 years ago, yes.
And the current parliamentary process regarding the outgoing public protector, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, not hampering your work in any way?
Well, the two processes are independent of each other. The current process in Parliament, the Section 194, is looking into the fitness of the current public protector to hold office. We are looking at appointing a new public protector. So the two are not in any way linked to each other.
All right, I'm going to try my luck and say any responses that you've received, any names that you're able to give us that have been brought forward to the committee?
Well, look, it's still too early for me to give that information. What we'll do, the committee will meet to look at the consolidated information and the CVs, and then publish those CVs for public comments. So that process is going to happen, say next week. So by the beginning of next week, you would know who the committee put the CVs or the names of the persons that the committee has received, and through that publication. And then the comments will, in a way, influence the decision the committee it takes this way or the other. And then we shortlist, and then we interview the candidates. Yeah, we have not decided whether it's going to be over 2 days or 1 day, but we'll have to make that decision when the time comes.
Well, I can tell you the South Africans will be...
When we have the names and the...
Yeah, I can tell you the South Africans will be watching closely. Mr. Xaba, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it. Mr. Cyril Xaba, of course, is chairing the Ad Hoc Committee that is tasked with appointing a new public protector by October.